Hi, this is Steve Rowe, Executive Director. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, and I am recording on the day that Michael will get this video uploaded for all of you. Thanks for your support and encouragement while I was away on vacation for all of last week and even through Monday. I returned late Monday night, return flight into Des Moines that got in about 7 o'clock, and I've been trying to catch up for the last couple of days now. As some of you know, I was away in Las Vegas for 8 nights, which even if you like Las Vegas is probably about 3 or 4 nights too many in Las Vegas. But had a really good time, nice relaxing vacation with April. For the first several days. We flew out Sunday afternoon, the 31st, and were there together through Friday. And then Friday, April flew home, and Tony and his friends flew in for his bachelor party weekend. And I had the privilege and honor to be part of that weekend with Tony and his friends. So during the week that I was there, it's like I got to play in one of the World Series of Poker events, event number 65. There were over 3,800 entrants into this tournament. I finished in the top third, so when I went out of the tournament, it was somewhere around 1,270th place out of 3,800 people. That was not good enough, unfortunately, to make the money, but I had a really good time, learned a lot from watching players that are much, much better than I am, and just had a really good experience. April and I also spent a couple of lazy afternoons at the pool and just kind of ate good food and it's like relaxed for most of the week. And over the weekend, we also ate good food with Tony's friends, and then watched a lot of football on Saturday and Sunday. None of us, we've demonstrated are very good at sports betting, so we all came home a little bit lighter in the pockets, but having a really good time. So again, thank you for your support. A few things I'm going to talk about in this update. The first is COVID update, of course, and I updated our tracking system yesterday where we had been trending downward for about the last month. Over the previous week, we're actually reversing that trend and trending upward, unfortunately. There are about 35 new cases per day over the most recent 2-week moving average. And the positivity rate has increased from 5.2% to 5.8%. So the trend is absolutely heading in the wrong direction for us. It's not exploding, but definitely going the wrong way. Across the state, the hospitalizations are down. There are currently 481 individuals hospitalized, and 113 of them are in intensive care beds. 71% of the hospitalizations and 83% of the people in the ICU beds are not vaccinated. And we continue to have outbreaks within the long-term care communities across the state of Iowa. Currently, there are 28 outbreaks in long-term care. At Oaknell, our staff has been completely COVID-free for the last month now, and within our resident population, we continue to have no cases of COVID. Many of you participated in the Pfizer booster shot clinic about a month ago, and we finally have access to the Moderna booster shot, and that clinic is scheduled for next Thursday, November 18th from 9:30 until 12 noon. So if you received the Moderna vaccine for your first 2 doses, we finally have access to that booster, and again, next Thursday, November 18th, 9:30 to 12. And the last bit of news related to COVID and vaccines, while I was away last week, they started to administer vaccine doses to kids as young as 5 years old. So we finally got that eligibility for elementary school age children. A quick note about Thanksgiving. It's now just 2 weeks away, and I just want to remind you to make reservations as quickly as you can. The deadline for reservations, if you are planning on having Oaknall provide food for you and your family for this holiday, the deadline for making reservations is this coming Friday, November 12th. We will be hosting meals in the Hayden Community Room, in the studio, in the Hope Dining Room, and in the community room at our East Campus. We will also be delivering individual meal trays or family-style meals to resident apartments wherever you happen to be. And again, it's like if you're counting on us for food, please get your reservation in by this Friday, November 12th. Take a breath for a second. The last thing I want to talk about today is the bus. As this season's or the Hampshire season has started, and they're actually doing performances this year, and I would assume that there will start to be concerts at Voxman Music Building if that hasn't happened already. I just want to do a quick reminder about the bus and address a concern that's come up. I definitely have heard some grumblings about transportation services for Hampshire events or those special evening events. As a reminder, transportation services are included in the service package. There's no extra cost for transportation, and we will provide transportation for evening events as long as we have 6 or more people signed up for that event. When we have a situation where there are at least 6 people but not enough people to justify driving 2 buses, we will take everybody from all of our various locations on 1 bus. We have people that live at the main campus or in close proximity to the main campus in one of the houses. We have people at One University Place, and we have people at the East Campus. And if the combination of those 3 locations is more than 6, but less than would be required to do 2 buses, we will take 1 vehicle. It just does not make any kind of sense, either economically or environmentally, to do 2 buses for smaller groups of people. So somebody, when we're doing 1 bus, somebody has to get on first and somebody has to get off last. And I apologize, but that's just our reality. And what I would encourage you to do is encourage your friends, your neighbors to sign up for the events that you are interested in. When we have a need for more than 1 bus, we will arrange for 2 drivers and 2 buses. But in the meantime, it's like we will take 1 bus and it will make a circuit of our various locations. I would encourage you to use that extra riding time to get to know your Oaknall peers. We have lots of new faces that have joined the Oaknall community, both at the main campus and at our East Campus over the last year. We are one community, and the only way that we will be a strong one community is if we know each other. So use that time to get to know your neighbors. We'd appreciate it. If that extra riding time truly is a burden for you, there are plenty of other options within the Iowa City community, and I would encourage you to check those out. While I was in Las Vegas this last week, I became adept at using Uber, something that I had never done before, but I know that we have Uber services here in Iowa City. I think that there are still taxi services in town. And so there are some other options if you would prefer just to get that direct ride to the event and back home again. I think that's all I have for today. Hope all is well with you, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye.